love me. Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.
The following contest is a steel cage match and is for the R.A.W Intercontinental Championship.
Time to hold the line. They see the weapon in you. No sudden moves if you do. Our very bodies decide. Wait till we use our mind. Woke up this morning, two people mourning. Another brother they murdered just as a warning. That if we speak up, better than treat us. They'll do it over and over, but then we bite back. That's how we bite back.
Big-time singles matches on deck here, and Byron, what should we expect to see here tonight?
Well, given the shape these superstars appear to be in here tonight, I fully expect to see one of the most competitive matches we've seen in a very long time.
I wanna be there when the final racing statue falls. Woke up this morning, two people mourning. Another says that we listen, tattoos and sorry. This time we speak up, make sure they see us. They just gon' be us, won't be us until we bite back. That's how we bite.
Introducing the challenger from Fort Wayne, Indiana, weighing in at 245 pounds, War Pat Ace Williams. Introducing the champion from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 285 pounds, he is the R.A.W Intercontinental Champion, the Outlaw King.
Don't go anywhere. No more talking behind each other's backs. Now they are face to face. And pretty soon, fist to fist.
There's one. Y dos. This third one makes it.
This might be it. Oh, my.
The WWE Universe has seen the evolution of the steel cage in the enclosure known today as Hell in a Cell. The first time an enclosed cage was seen was in October of 1983 in the last Battle of Atlanta. The enclosed cage was seen a few years later in the War Games match from the NWA. There were even cages stacked on top of each other like WCW's Tower of Doom.
Byron, we talk about the progression of steel cage matches and the type of structures that have been spawned from them. I need to point out that some cages have been electrified. One was made from bamboo in the form of a Punjabi prison match. And of course, the Elimination Chamber with glass pods and steel doors.
And today we have the Asylum match, where weapons are on top of the cage. Just goes to show you that times may change, but the objective to destroy an opponent remains the same. There's still no better way to settle a score than to do battle with your adversary inside a steel cage.
The best way to describe combatants clashing inside a steel cage is its battle of attrition. Sometimes a superstar is left with no choice but to fight fire with fire and do whatever they need to do in order to win the match. And sometimes it comes down to a superstar doing whatever they need to do in order to survive.
Oh, nasty impact.
Byron, you touched on this earlier, but it's so important for a superstar to accept that there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in a steel cage match. That the conflict will be resolved within the 15-foot-high steel walls that surround the ring. And that losing a cage match can mean much more than a mark in the loss column. For some, it has meant the end of their career.
It's difficult to describe the damage that can be done to a superstar who competes in a steel cage match. We see the physical harm, but we don't see the psychological effects from being inside the cage. Make no mistake about it, Michael, the steel cage truly represents survival of the fittest. The rivalry between Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude began during the Super Pose Down at the 1989 Royal Rumble. Then it progressed to where both superstars battled over the Intercontinental Championship. At SummerSlam 90, the rivals met inside a 15-foot-high steel cage for the WWE Championship. Victory could be achieved by pinfall or escape from the cage.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Corey, the WWE Championship match between the Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude was the second half of the double main event at 1990 SummerSlam. The rivalry between the Warrior and the Ravishing One was so heated that no one knew what to expect once the two men were able to battle inside a steel cage, which at the time was the most grueling match in all of WWE.
The Ultimate Warrior dominated early on with his incredible strength. Rick Rude turned the tables and used the steel surroundings to his advantage. At one point, Rude dove from the top of the cage onto the Warrior. But after the Warrior's signature Gorilla Press Slam, the Ultimate One climbed over the cage and retained his WWE Championship.
According to historians, the twist...
This could be it.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
German suplex. And now...
Oh, what a right hand! That should do it.
Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that from the 1960s, looking at it here, looking vulnerable now, guys.
This is a bad situation.
Some damage has been dished out, but certainly not enough to assume this one's even close to being over. today.
The steel cage is a massive enclosure that stands 15 feet in height. For almost 35 years, a select group of high flyers have taken their aerial assaults to greater heights. And when I say that, I mean superstars climb to the top of the steel cage, the real high-rent district, and dive off onto their opponent. And that all started with one man in October of 1983, Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
To your point earlier, Byron, we've definitely seen some unbelievable attacks be launched from the top of the steel cage. And you mentioned the most iconic, the steel cage match for the Intercontinental Championship that saw Jimmy Superfly Snuka clash against bitter rival, the magnificent Morocco.
There's no denying that Superfly set the bar. You look over the years to people like Jeff and Matt Hardy, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho. They continued to push the envelope and executed unbelievable.
Big move coming.
Wait for it. Oh boy, he is rolling.
You gotta believe this one's over. Oh, it's over. What a way to win a singles match.